Hey y'all, so this is another video for Victor Marks. I will have him tagged. Victor, I watched your movie yesterday, and frankly, I feel like I should be reimbursed at this point in time. So first, I'm curious if you're saying all this stuff was so detrimental to you as a child and so traumatic, why did you then have children recreate what you went through just so you can make a movie to brag about it? That seems really weird. Like you literally have somebody pretending to put a little boy's head in a bathtub, right? Like that's fucking weird. It's convenient that that building and that freezer is gone as well. You also said when you went out to the school, I think it was the one where you went to visit the girls that were incarcerated, that while you were there, because you made it seem like that was one of your first times, and you said that the person that was with you, the one who asked you to come, said, oh, go ahead and do your karate thing just to make you feel comfortable. And then you show and you have your karate uniform on. So that's very obvious that it was premeditated and planned out, or else you would not have brought your karate uniform to go meet a bunch of incarcerated kids. Then it seemed to be very important to you to show off your skills. You bragged about yourself so much, it's insane. Just like I always say, those that talk don't do, and those that do don't talk. Sir, you do nothing but talk, and you did in fact out of your mouth say you have rescued over 45,000 women and girls. Then you said you never did, but you most certainly did. You also got so upset about your military service. You told Candace, how dare you minimize it? I was expecting you to be like, I did 15 years. And instead of 2, you said you did 3, which isn't even 3 exactly. You're like 3 weeks short of 3 years. So come on, let's be precise here. That gave off the same energy, you know, when you walk up to a little kid and you're like, oh, hi, you're 5. And the little kid's like, no, I'm 5 3/4. That was the energy that gave. You should be embarrassed. That's something that a woman would do, to be honest. I guarantee you the rest of the military does not stand behind you. I guarantee you a lot of them were laughing. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be a few slowy buffoons who are going to agree with you. But the majority of them, anybody who has any common sense, is just laughing at how weak and soft you sound. And then you also said you knew that Charlie was gone because you have held dead and dying men in your time in combat. Sir, you were never in combat. Nothing that I can find on your military history says that you were ever in combat. It very specifically says that you were in the Marines during a very peaceful time. So why are you lying about that? I would also like to know what sheriff office exactly you called to report the person you murdered when you were 7 years old. You said it was either Mendenhall or McGee, which are both in Simpson County, Mississippi. So was it Simpson County Sheriff's Office you called? I just want to make sure, because when I request my FOIA, when I do my FOIA request, I need as much information as possible. Because if you called in and told the sheriff, hey, my dad forced me to kill somebody, and that sheriff was like, no big deal, especially since that guy's already in prison, and it wouldn't be super easy for us to go ask, right? So we definitely need to look into that further, because if that did happen, then that sheriff's department should probably be looked into as well. Again, unless you're like some top secret Mossad or something, right? Which I'm sure that's not the case, is it? I also heard you say that when you like bowed down to God, that you said, I've committed adultery, and then you like tried to stop because you realized what you said, but too late, we already heard it. Also, though, you said that when you were down on your hands and knees weeping, the preacher came up and touched you, and your automatic reaction was to grab him by his scruff, lift him up, pull your fist back, and say, don't you fucking touch me, or something along those lines. Again, I don't believe that. Not even a little fucking bit. And your biological father seems to tell the same fantastical tales you do. Also, do you get 100% compensation from the military? I'm just curious. And if so, for what reason? You also said that you watched a body be dismembered and then burned. I just want to make sure that you told the sheriffs about that as well, and that you make sure to let us know who all was there doing the dismembering and burning of these bodies. Also, if none of this is true, like I seem to believe, especially you murdering a cat when you were 3 years old and then wearing its carcass on your head, you are sick. Because to even think something like that up and get into those specifics and go over it. Oh, sir, a 3-year-old doesn't have the capability to even understand when somebody says, do this or I'm going to murder you. So I don't know. You would have been better off pretending to be a little bit older. Now, I believe you were abused fully, but it's crazy how it's vastly changed. And when you talk about it, you laugh and joke about it. I get it. Everyone does humor, but not like you. Not like you. And then you said God told you to forgive this man who tortured you physically, sexually, emotionally. He forced you to kill a person. Right? He forced you to kill a cat. But God told you to forgive him? It's really weird. Because in the Bible, God says if you shed blood, your blood should be shed. So I'm not sure why God would be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You better go forgive him and be nice. A little bit fantastical. So, I know that was a long video, but I had a lot of questions. So if you could please respond to all of them so I have the adequate information necessary. I wouldn't want to get something wrong, right? And be like 11 months and 1 week off on something that's very important.